dog in the trunk.
I'm back. Road Trance on The Mandalorian. Episode 8. Season finale. Redemption. We start the episode. This is full spoilers, by the way. We start the episode with the biker scouts. They have acquired Baby Yoda. They have killed Quill. We saw that at the end of the previous episode. They stop outside of town to have a conversation. They're evidently waiting for some kind of a go-ahead to come back into town. That's sort of unclear, and it did confuse me a bit. Okay? Because the next obvious thing was, and they had a little joke. By the way, they hit Baby Yoda in the head like 4 times. It really pissed me off. But as they're talking, IG-11 comes sauntering up. I am a nurse droid, blah, blah, blah. Give me the kid. They didn't do it. He grabs the biker scout's hand, breaks it, kills both of those guys, jumps on the speeder bike, heads into town. Now, I don't know if part of his nursing protocol is to try to get the specimen, the Baby Yoda, the species, back to the Mandalorian. If that's his idea of nursing, because I would have thought, okay, you go the other way, right? Instead of go into town. You know, but I get it. It's part of the show. You want to bang up some action there. They head into town. He heads into town. He's killing stormtroopers. I mean, this IG-11 is a killing machine. He is blasting stormtroopers all the way down on his bike. That garrison has still got the Mandalorian, Grief Karga, Cara Dune all trapped inside the cantina. Moff Gideon shows up. He's there from the previous episode. He brings out this massive gun. They set it up. And he's like, I'll give you till sundown to come out. And I'm like, why are we waiting here? I found that a little odd. Slight bit clunky. Why not just go after it? So, he decides he's going to send in, well, and then IG-11 comes roaring through. He's blasting stormtroopers everywhere. The Mandalorian gets involved. Cara Dune gets involved, and they're shooting and killing stormtroopers all over the place. Moff Gideon comes walking around as the Mandalorian has grabbed the massive cannon, and he's about to blast Gideon. Gideon fires his pistol at the power box for this cannon and blows it up. The Mandalorian is seriously hurt. Okay. Cara Dune drags him back into the cantina. IG-11 comes in there. We find out that the Mandalorian's name is Din Djarin. Okay. His name is revealed. Moff Gideon has a backstory, knows Grief Karga, knows that Cara Dune is from Alderaan. Very cool little tidbits, okay? Back to the saga. And essentially they all escape through this sewer thing, but IG-11 stays back with the Mandalorian. He's like, I need to remove your helmet if I'm going to repair you. He's like, you can't repair me. I'm going to die. Nobody's going to see me without my helmet. He said, I'm a droid. I'm not a living creature. He takes his helmet off, Pedro Pascal. Very cool, great moment. He is severely injured, has a brain injury. IG-11 hooks him up with some Bacta spray. Look, Bacta must be the greatest thing on the planet, because within a few hours, the Mandalorian is ready to go, okay? They go down these tunnels. They find that so many of the Mandalorians had been killed after the Mandalorians escape. The lady is still down there, the weapons maker, the sort of all-knowing leader, I guess you could say, of the Mandalorian clan that was there. She gives a little backstory. She knows the species. She brings up the Jedi. Very cool. We used to have battles with these sorcerers called Jedi. He's like, they're an enemy, and she says, not this one. She tells him, he is a foundling. You're the father of this baby Yoda. You must get him back home or take care of him or whatever. So we now know, and I kind of suspected, he's going to try to find Yoda's home planet. Okay, very cool. We still don't have a species name. They make their, by the way, they take off to the lava pits. They're going to follow this lava river down to a mouth opening so they can escape in the lava flats. She stays behind. About 6 stormtroopers show up. She is a badass. She fucked these stormtroopers up. I mean, royally, hand-to-hand combat with... actually, she had those tools in her hands, and I mean, she's cracking stormtrooper helmets up. It's awesome. There's such a dirty grittiness, a New Hope feel. By the way, no cameos in this thing. I had heard Obi-Wan was going to show up this season. I think he was, and I think they scrapped it for whatever reason. Okay, we found out. We got that ending where the battle droid opens up, finds Din Djarin as a foundling, and it's a Mandalorian. The Mandalorians that showed up, and they're dispatching super battle droids in the flashback. So now we know, okay? They get down to the end, IG-11, there's a platoon of stormtroopers waiting. IG-11 is like, nope, this ain't going to happen. I'm about to walk out there and self-destruct. And very nice moment between the Mandalorian and IG-11, somebody that hates droids. He is shaken by what's the impending loss of this IG unit is going to bring to him. He has become attached to this droid, and he's begging him not to do this. And IG unit is, my mandate is to protect the child. He goes out there, he walks out, opens up the little thing raises, the thermal detonator is in there. My mandate is to self-destruct. Boom, blows it up. They all come out. They're like, we're good. You know, they're fixing to escape. All of a sudden, here comes the TIE fighter, Moff Gideon. Yikes. He's come shooting in. The leader of the Mandalorians, the lady, she had given the Mandalorian his jetpack. Boom! He puts the jetpack on and he's off. He uses his cable, attaches himself to the TIE fighter, slips a little bomb on there, blows a wing off of it, goes spinning out. And I had a feeling Moff Gideon is sure enough still alive, but we don't know that. Cara Dune, Grief Karga, agreed to stay on in Navarro. He's going to run the guild. She's going to be an enforcer. I don't know how that's going to work, because we find out Moff Gideon is in fact still alive, and he opens up the TIE fighter with a dark saber. I mean, what the fuck, man? I lost my shit when I saw that thing come out. The dark saber is now part of this. Moff Gideon's got one. Holy shit. So, that's sort of where we leave off. The Mandalorian is flying off. He's going to either find this Baby Yoda's home planet, that's the goal, or he's going to raise him until he is of age. She told him, you are now his father. Scale 1 to 10, I'm going to give this like a 9 out of 10. It was good. Other than the little thing with the biker scouts waiting outside of town and the IG unit, it being unclear why he decided to ride into town instead of away. I took 1 point off for that. Other than that, the whole thing was awesome. Awesome. God, next season can't get here quick enough. We got like another year. Peace. I'm out. Till